Are the San Francisco 49ers about to make a bold move that could change the future of their offensive line? With the 11th pick in the upcoming draft, whispers are circulating about a promising tackle who's faced adversity. This player could be the key to securing the legacy of one of the game's greatest left tackles. Can the 49ers afford to take a chance on a talent still recovering from a significant injury? Stay tuned as we dive into what this could mean for the team's championship aspirations. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop with all things 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have found themselves in an intriguing position as we gear up for the NFL draft. With the 11th overall pick, the team has a golden opportunity to bolster its offensive line, an area that could use some serious attention. The talk around town is whether the Niners should look for a successor to the legendary Trent Williams, or perhaps make an upgrade over Colton McKivitz. It's a critical moment, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Now, the latest mock draft from Pro Football Network has thrown a curveball our way. They have the 49ers selecting Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle from Ohio State, who unfortunately is recovering from a torn patellar tendon sustained in the 2024 season. Before that injury, Simmons was a hot prospect, one who some believed might even contend for the top tackle spot in the draft. However, that injury has definitely impacted his draft stock, pushing him down the board. It's a tough pill to swallow, considering how promising he was before the setback. Jacob Infante from Pro Football Network argues that picking Simmons could be a smart move for the Niners, especially with Trent Williams entering his 37th year. The offensive line had its struggles in 2024, finishing 14th in the PFSN's OL Plus metric. So, investing in the trenches makes sense. If Simmons can bounce back from his injury, he has the potential to be a standout player. His movement skills and football IQ are noteworthy traits that could make him a valuable asset in the long run. But here's where it gets complicated. On one hand, it seems logical to draft Simmons as the heir apparent to Williams. The Niners wouldn't need him to start right away, which gives him time to heal and develop. On the other hand, investing a high pick in a player coming off a significant injury is a gamble that could backfire. And let's be real. Patellar tendon injuries are no joke. They can have lasting effects and often take time to fully recover from. I find myself torn on this decision. The idea of securing a future star at a critical position is enticing, but the risk involved is equally daunting. Are we willing to roll the dice on a player who may not return to form? It's a question that weighs heavily on my mind and, I'm sure, on the minds of many other 49ers fans. And you? What do you think? Should the Niners take the plunge on Josh Simmons with that 11th pick, or should they explore other options? There are plenty of solid prospects available who might not come with the same level of uncertainty. I want to hear your opinions down below. Let's not forget the implications this decision could have on the team's future. If Simmons pans out, it could solidify our offensive line for years to come, giving our quarterback the protection he needs and opening up lanes for our running game. But if he struggles to recover, it could set us back and leave us searching for answers in a position that is foundational to our success. This draft is a pivotal moment for the 49ers. The choices we make now can shape the franchise for years ahead. We've seen how quickly things can change in the NFL, and the right selection could be the difference between contention and mediocrity. So, as we approach the draft, let's keep the conversation going. What do you believe is the best path forward? For the 49ers, are we ready to take a chance on Simmons, or is it time to look elsewhere? Your insights are invaluable, so share them in the comments. The San Francisco 49ers are at a pivotal moment as they approach the upcoming draft, and there's a growing urgency to bolster their defensive line after a challenging season. As a die-hard fan, I can't stress enough how crucial it is for the team to make the right moves here. With the departures of key players like Javon Hargrave, Leonard Floyd, and Maliek Collins, the depth on the defensive front has taken a significant hit. It leaves us wondering, how will they respond? In a recent simulated draft by CBS Sports' Mike Renner, he predicts that the 49ers will focus on addressing this need by selecting defensive end Shamar Stewart from Texas A&M with the 11th overall pick. Renner describes Stewart as the most bizarre athlete available in this draft class, and honestly, that's a bold statement. But given the circumstances, it makes sense for the 49ers to take a risk on a player with such intriguing potential. Now let's talk about Shamar Stewart. Standing at 6 feet 5 inches and weighing 267 pounds, he possesses an impressive physical profile that can't be overlooked. Sure, he recorded only 1.5 sacks each season during his time at Texas A&M, but his upside is what has scouts buzzing. His performance at the NFL Scouting Combine was nothing short of phenomenal, running the 40-yard dash in 4.59 seconds and showcasing a 40-inch vertical leap. It's these athletic feats that illustrate why he's considered a high-risk, high-reward prospect. The 49ers' defensive line needs a spark, and pairing Stewart with defensive line coach Chris Kukurek could be the perfect match. Kukurek has a reputation for developing talent, and if anyone can unlock Stewart's potential, it's him. I can't help but feel a sense of excitement at the thought of what this duo could accomplish together. But let's keep it real. While I'm optimistic, I'm also cautious. The 49ers line took a step back last season, and we can't afford to miss on this pick. If Stewart can harness his physical gifts and translate that into production on the field, it could change the trajectory of our defense. I think about the dreams we all share of returning to the Super Bowl and how vital it is to solidify our trenches to get there. Now, do I believe this is the right path? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Stewart has the tools to be a game changer, but on the other hand, he's still a bit of a project. The pressure will be on the coaching staff and the front office to ensure he develops into the player we need. It's a gamble, but isn't that what the draft is all about? I want to hear from all of you out there. What do you think about targeting Shamar Stewart? Is he the right fit for our defensive scheme? And what other moves do you believe the 49ers should consider to strengthen our defensive line? I'm eager to know your thoughts down below in the comments. As we gear up for the draft, let's remember that every decision made in the coming weeks will shape the future of our beloved 49ers. So, make sure to stay connected with all the latest updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And please, activate the notification bell to ensure you get all the latest updates as we move closer to draft day. Let's rally together as a fan base and support our team as they strive to reclaim their dominance in the league.